Hello, my beautiful treasures out there, and the future treasures. Welcome. Are you ready for the rise? My energy fire path balls on a rising energy trip. I couldn't resist. I missed my echo. When I don't do transmissions, I'm missing sometimes. When a few days ago, I'm missing my echo, my sounds that are vibrating through my whole I want to say chamber. Is it right? Through my vessel. Okay, let me come back to the normal reader channel mode. Therefore, I don't need my headphones. So, welcome back. Normally, I'm pulling the cards before, and then I take a moment to connect, and you see the picture on the screen. But I started, and I had to laugh because this card came first again. This card is hunting me now for the readings for the last 3 or 4 readings now. Not just the long videos, also the shorts. It's coming up again and again. That's crazy. So I had to start the record again, I think. Okay. Then we pull the cards together. I maybe cut out the longer periods of time where I'm bubbling and receiving the messages. So interesting. This card we also saw in one of the last readings. The 3 of Voices. I feel a quirky, I don't even know that word that much, to be honest. But it came to my mind, actually, quirky energy. I feel it, but I didn't knew the word. Seven of Materials. Okay. No, I need my time. Let me shuffle to the end. Just check the word. Quirky. It's literally describing my personality. Why that came up now? Okay, wait. It's already chaotic today. Get used to it. That's a really quirky channel and chaotic a little bit. But yeah, the right people will be drawn to it. Maybe that's why the quirky came up, because I attract quirky people onto my channel. That's amazing. I would love that. see already a little bit of it. Yeah, you see, the cards are there. Now we can start. I get a sense what's about. We are still in this transformative, phenomenal energy at the moment, in this identity shift that happened, and our mind is still trying to catch up. And in this period now, that's just the beginning of our possibilities, that we start to really unfold in ourselves and let it bloom, to attract new opportunities, people, abundance, of course. And this energy brings also a lot of movement. So this movement will attract a lot of new people. That roses that are all about the table, all about the last past readings. It's all about the roses, the blooming garden that is ours. And we cherish and nourish that garden finally. And that whole attention that we put into it, and the certainty, the love that we put into it, that obviously starts to bring fruits. So I talked about yesterday in the reading about fruitful energy that is so potent now to multiply and bring much more and more and more and again more people, opportunities, situations, new places, so that we are a little bit, I think, here and there, or will be a little bit here and there overwhelmed, because, like I said, we went through a big shift, through a big identity shift, and that's for the mind and the vessel a little bit tricky. It's such a tremendous, gosh, use words that you can easily put over your tongue. No, I have to pick words that are for me even more tricky, but I want to, not for you, I think, but for me, where I'm evolving in my English language, because I'm feeling this language from my soul. I'm feeling this language, and all I do is in English. I really want to express more what's going on inside me, what I feel, what I channel, express that better. And therefore I also stumble sometimes, often, about my tongue, because it's really, it's heavy. So where close the thread. Holy guacamole. What an energy today. Chaotic. It feels chaotic. Yeah, that's the movement, what I feel. That can be overwhelming. What comes next will be a little bit a lot for the system, for your, like I said, mind and vessel, and your the echoes of your past self will be sometimes in these overwhelming moments probably more audible for you. Audible, is that correct? You will hear that more. So that you are a little bit challenged at the moments when this happens, that you silence that echo, because it's just an echo. That's all that kind of voices that are then going to be a bit loud or louder, that are old echoes, and therefore you don't need to put, and you really shouldn't put your mind to it or feed that voices. We have a lot of voices here, and I felt already, okay, that are the voices, the old voices that will come up, will appear in your mind, in your head, and trigger you a little bit, because the movement, the rapid movement, and a lot of communication. I feel a lot of communication, a lot of messages. Maybe there are projects that you are onto that where communication is involved, or where you also get a little bit under pressure to get everything in order, to answer everywhere immediately, but you don't have to. And I know that it's really this old also identity from the survival timeline that were also combined to people pleasing, and that's like a rest, also an echo, that you may sometimes feel the need. But like I said, you don't need to pay attention to these voices. You can take your time. The world will not burn down when you answer in your timing. It is even better, energetically, it is even better when you take your time and take a step back, or do what you have to do in your pace. Then you answer whatever you have to answer, communicate in a better frequency. And that's the goal. So, yeah, that is what I'm feeling, the overwhelmed emotional state that is about to show up a little bit in in your feelings. A lot of fishes in the pool, in the water, a lot of options that you will see, and yeah, a lot of options, a lot of people, and a lot of words, voices. It will be also an exciting time what you are stepping in now. It's just, the message is not to scare you, it's to prepare you. Definitely to prepare you to not fall into the Three of Voices energy, into that pain and painful remembrance, and to not shut down or isolate yourself, to not isolate yourself. Also interesting was that you see up there the 10 of inspiration. That's this guarding energy that you feel to guard yourself, to not be hurt. And underneath, like the opposite, the 10 of emotions. The 10 of emotions underneath. It's like the opposite, the 10 of inspiration. The 10 of inspiration are more the warning to not fall into that energy, more lean into that energy. 10 emotions, to see the fulfillment in that. Because when you are in my collective, you had so many years where you worked on yourself and on your evolution in so many ways, that you had to isolate yourself a lot of times, a long times and a long period of times. And that's over now. And so you worked towards something, and now when it's unfolding, like I said, it can be a little bit challenging, but it's what you wished for. And that's just a bridge now. A bridge where it can be a little bit tricky when you move over this bridge now, and you are on the bridge already, and on this journey, on this bridge, that's where the trigger from the old echoes are still audible for you. But that's just a period of time. When you leave the bridge then, and your new self locked so completely in that you are used to it, like it's your normal, it's your new normal, then don't worry, it will be okay, and you will have such a great time. You will have already such a good time, but then it will be amazing. So, like everything new, it's a need to get used to it. what's coming with this new identity. So we see there with the 7 of materials also the planting, the gardening, and I thought, as I saw this card, I had a garden by myself and it was beautiful, but as it starts to grow simultaneously, it was a little bit, there was a moment where I thought, holy, that's a lot growing at the same time, and the harvest is also at the same time, roundabout. So I had to look that I manage that all, so that I can enjoy also my fruits. And that reminds me, this card reminds me of that time. But I really can tell you, that was still an amazing experience with my garden. I managed it. So you will, whatever there is going on now, what's truly amazing what's going on, and will show up more and more in your reality. You will manage it. You will. Trust. So no need to fall into the 10 of voices and feel like that's reminding me of it's so amazing that I can cut my clips so that you can not even notice it or prove it that I'm looking up sometimes in my how it calls in my translation app to look up for the word or for the sentence. I was searching. I was looking. Impaled was the word that looks like you tend to feel impaled. What is the word? I have to set a memory. But actually not that I don't like that word. Impaled is a no. Is a no. You don't need to feel like that. No. That's a no. And I also said in one of my last videos that the universe and your spirit guides will train you now to get used to this new version of yourself. And therefore, the training will be to make a muse of voices out of you. So like a master in your communication. And I not mean just in a different language, I mean it more, but maybe also, I mean it more like energetically, to show up, respond in the right frequency, in the right energy, in the right kind of way, where it serves you. And that's the goal. Because you will need that skill. That places you will go, you will need that skills. And therefore you are growing in this ability, in your new identity that you stepped into. You're still on the bridge, but you are mostly transferred. I wanted to say the transfer is already happened. Yeah, the transfer already happened. You are in your new self. But you are still on this bridge of you can see still the beginning of the bridge where you came from, the old timeline. You can still see it, but you're already on the other side of the bridge, where you are already in your new self. And that transition phase, that's your training phase also for these new abilities. It's magical, huh? Sometimes I speak like it's totally normal. 1, 2, 3 sentences. It's okay. I speak it like I don't know. I don't have any issues with that. And then I stumble 10 minutes over my tongue. Like I'm starting to explore this language like a new planet. It's hilarious. Okay, I think that's it for today. The main message is delivered. So be careful not to fall into that spiral, that down spiral, just because some old voices come up maybe and echo out of your old timeline. Yeah. And then it will be fine. So if you are still here and maybe also new to this channel, welcome. Welcome, subscribe, like, I appreciate that very much. And I'm excited. What pearls, energetic pearls, are arriving here on my channel as my collective. But quirky sounds good. Quirky and quirky matches. So have a quirky day, evening, morning, whatever it is. And we see us when we see us. True.